Southern African nations have just dropped a geopolitical bombshell. United under South Africa's lead, they declared their intent to build a new world order, even threatening to create parallel institutions to replace the UN, IMF, and World Bank. The world is stunned. But why would such a historic moment happen here on the island of Madagascar? And why now of all times? Let's find out. The Indian Ocean has just witnessed what could be the most consequential political gathering of Africa in the 21st century. From the capital of Madagascar, African leaders, primarily from southern African nations under the SADC banner, have announced their intent not only to resist Western pressure, but to fundamentally reshape the architecture of global governance. The communiqué they released was unlike anything seen before from the continent. It was not a polite appeal for reform or a request for recognition. It was, in the words of one diplomat present, a declaration of African sovereignty on the global stage. We've allowed ourselves to fall into a trap of self-loathing where we've hated not just ourselves but our neighbors on the African continent. We have refused. We've been reluctant to trade with each other, to see and recognize each other's worth. We have come to that point, that inflection point in our history when we must recognize that we need each other. We need each other desperately as African countries, as Africans. We must reach out. We must reach out across barriers, across boundaries, across barricades, and find each other and lean on each other and hold each other by the hand as we strengthen and deepen intra-African trade. That's our only means of survival. We've spoken on this. There's been a lot of political rhetoric around these issues. We are at that point where words must now translate into tangible deliverables. The language of Botswana's President Duma Boko was deliberate and striking. The leaders also rejected unilateral sanctions as tools of political coercion, condemned what leaders described as selective enforcement of international law, and pledged to accelerate regional and continental trade systems that bypass the US dollar. Most explosive was the clear warning: a continental financial clearing system and trade mechanisms that would operate outside Western-dominated frameworks.